to start playing basketball?
I mean, I started taking basketball seriously at age 12. Around with my friends around like 7. When you were younger, like 8, 7 years old, just like you never took it seriously. But then I started to like it. I like it a lot. My friends, my older cousins used to tell me like, you're getting good at it. You should really consider like taking this stuff seriously. So I was just a couple older people. My parents pushed me a little bit, and I just kept having fun with it. I still find basketball fun. I love it, and I loved it back then. So that basically made me just like pursue basketball even more.
Now, did you have like a specific player you looked up to when you were younger or tried to mimic your game after?
Not necessarily. Honestly, I just looked at a lot of people like growing up, like from the NBA or local like high school kids. No one that I just like I want to be like them when I grow up. I would just like take everything I get from everybody I watched. Everybody that I thought was good.
And then you transferred from Hofstra to St. Joe's. You sat out last season. What was the inspiration behind transferring, and how much Hofstra stuff, like shirts and all, have you had to get rid of?
I mean, basically, my coach left Hofstra, and then there was a different situation over there where I got restricted from going anywhere in New York. I mean, I'm from New York. I love playing basketball in New York, so the first place I would have looked to go transfer to is another school in New York, but that was impossible with the restriction of my release. So I decided to stay. I wanted to stay pretty close to home, so Philadelphia was the next closest city, and I wanted to play basketball in a big city where like basketball was a main sport. So Philly was like the best spot to go to, and I mean, I called St. Joe's. They recruited me, offered me, and then it was basically a done deal from there. Honestly, and I got a whole bunch of Hofstra stuff I'm giving away. I still got some stuff, just right around the house and everything like that. But honestly, I've given so many shirts and shorts away that I couldn't even tell you the number.
Now, I mean, you mentioned coming to Philly. Philly college basketball is big here. It has been for a while. The Big Five, the Palestra, a lot of intense rivalries. They've got Villanova now, who seems to be a pretty good team. Are there any teams, stadiums, players you're psyched they're going to be playing against? Are there any circled days on your schedule that you're looking forward to? Maybe games at the Palestra, games against Villanova, games against Temple, or any teams in the A10.
Definitely the Villanova and the Temple game, just for the simple fact that they're huge rivalries, and the fact that we're playing them at St. Joe's yet, not the Palestra, like actually at St. Joe's, which is gonna be ridiculous. Like it's gonna be a wild crowd. I can't even imagine how wild it's gonna be. And also Fordham, I can't wait to play Fordham this year because my old coach from Hofstra, that's where they coach now. So I mean, they gotta come come into our house this year. And, we got something for them. Just cause I'm gonna tell the whole team before the game, like guys, we need to get this, like not to be selfish, but we need to get this one for me. We need to do for the games could be pretty big for me.
Now, you mentioned it'll be wild because it's at the Hagen Arena. So you're looking forward to games at St. Joe's. You are going to be playing against Penn at the Palestra. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to play in such a historic stadium?
It means a lot. I mean, I watched the games last year when I was sitting out. I didn't travel with the team, but the Penn games are so close that I could actually go watch the away games at the Palestra. So, I mean, it's a big deal. Like, you can just tell it's a big deal. It's a whole different feeling. It's like it's a different type of environment, My freshman year, my first collegiate game, I played Kansas at Fog Island, and that's a historic building. You can just tell the environment was different, and it's just it gets you you get a different type of feel for it. And I love that type of feel. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for every game, but the 3 games that I mentioned before are pretty big on my calendar.
Now, I mean, no offense to any teams. I'm a huge St. Joe's fan, but the Hawks didn't really have their best year last year. What are you looking to bring to this team on and off the court?
Just a winning mentality, just anything I can do to make the team better. Honestly, anything, any area I can just help out. I'm always talking to the coach. Coach is always communicating. I'm communicating with all the players. Anything I can do to help out the team is basically what I'm looking to do. I like to win. That's just basically how I am. I want to win. If you win, everything goes fine. I mean, in any asset in life, if you win, everything's going fine. If you're doing well, everything's going fine. So that's the type of attitude I want to bring.
Now, Phil Martelli is a very well-known coach, especially in the Philadelphia area. What has it been like to, I don't know if you've probably haven't actually played in a game for him yet, considering you had to sit out last year, but maybe you've practiced with him or, just being around the team. What kind of coach do you see in him? Is he the kind of coach, that's going to like push you and make you a better player? Or is he more of a coach that'll, be your friend? Or is he maybe both?
Honestly, Coach Martell is a very well-rounded coach. I mean, he's definitely going to push you from day one. He's definitely going to tell you what he thinks. He's not going to just beat around the bush with you. He's going to legit tell you like, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to work on. This is, you're okay at this. Those sort of things. And like being a friend, a friend is a good word. You know what I mean? Most people like coaches and players shouldn't be friends, but with coaches, it's kind of hard. Like he's so willing to help everybody out. So if you ever have a problem, any of the players ever have a problem, his door is always open. He's willing to talk to you. He's willing to take out time out of his day to talk to you, which is great, which is fantastic to have in a head coach. So I mean, it's basically both sides of it. He's a great coach. He pushes you, and also you can go talk to him about things other than basketball, which is great.
Now, you did say, he tells you what he wants from you. No sugarcoating, doesn't beat around the bush. Has he told you specifically what he's looking for from you this season?
Oh, yeah, I mean, but it's basically what I'm looking for. It's basically what I'm looking to do, too. I mean, basically, what he says is basically what I'm thinking prior to that. Like, that's why I get along with him so well. We're usually on the same page. We usually think the same thing. So what he says to me is basically what I'm thinking. So, I mean, he told me, but usually he really doesn't have to tell me because he already knows that I know.
So, just in general, what are you most, other than those 3 games, because I know you told me about that, what are you most looking forward to this year? Getting back on the court, playing for a new team, playing under a new coach, a new style, different conference. What is the one thing, other than those 3 games again, that you are most looking forward to this year?
Basically, what you just said in the first sentence, getting back on the court. I mean, it's been a year. I've never sat out a year of basketball since I've been playing on any team. I've never been told I couldn't play for a year, which is crazy. Which was ridiculous. Like, it was crazy when I was going through it. It was like 3 weeks in the season last year, and I'm just like, I'm asking the assistant coach like how many games are left. I'm biting my nails, going crazy on the bench, practice. It's so hard to do that for me. It was so hard that I just get back on the court is the most important thing, honestly.
Now, what are your ultimate basketball goals, and how are you going to go about achieving them? What is your, top goal as a basketball player? What do you want to accomplish?
Individually, honestly, I mean, be able to play at the highest level when I'm done playing basketball. You understand? Just being able to say that I feel like I accomplished something in basketball, of making to the pros, something in that area where I can just be like, I did that, or I accomplished that, and having a good feeling about it.
Now, one more quick question. On the show, 30 Minutes of Madness, with my co-host, we were having an argument that actually lasted 2 episodes. We were talking about, should college athletes be paid? The problem with boosters, the problem with kids leaving early, leaving after 1 year, one and done. And we were, getting a lot of fans' perspectives, our perspectives. What is it? I want to kind of hear a college basketball player's perspective. How do you feel about the whole situation? Should college athletes be paid? Because you probably have a stronger opinion than anybody else.
Honestly, I mean, it's tough. You understand? Because you're going from how would I put this? You go to these big time schools, to the mid majors, then you go to the low majors. There's such a differential in money and differential in how many students go to the school. There's so many factors that it's hard to judge, like how much a college player, if they get paid, how much they should get paid. Honestly, what I think is there should be certain things that the school pays for the kids. Like, you got these college athletes that come, and we rarely get to go home. And I have kids on the team that live in our Lacey Galloway lives in Louisiana. That's an expensive plane ride. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, maybe like traveling fees, things of that sort. should honestly be paid for. Like if you go to the school and say, hey, listen, I need this paid for. You understand?
Right.
Which is, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And with like food, I think maybe college athletes should get a little bit more money for food because we have a different appetite than most of the
Exactly.
most of the kids on campus. They're not working out as much as us, which is nothing to say about the kids not that aren't good athletes. But in those areas, I think maybe if we're not given the money, we should be able to. Our limit should be a little bit bigger, and we should be able to we should get a little bit more money in those areas, if anything.
No, that's all I got for you. You gave me some great answers. I want to thank you for doing this interview with me, and good luck at St. Joe's next year. Go Hawks.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much.